بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما، اللهم امين. اهلا بحضراتكم في لقاء متجدد معاكم، ولقاء النهارده لقاء مختلف تماما. بنتكلم عن منهجية مهمة جدا، وهي منهجية عالمية، وهي منهجية الإدارة الرشيقة Lean Management. ولكن بنتكلم عنها النهاردة بشكل مختلف. بنتكلم عنها في زمن البانديميك، في زمن الوباء، في زمن الاضطراب. How to implement، ازاي نتعامل معها. وزي ما بيقولوا وزي ما علمنا تيت شؤونه، عشان تاخد الشيء تاخده من السورس، من المصدر. معانا النهاردة في لقائنا وضيفنا خبير عالمي ورائد من رواد الإدارة الرشيقة في العالم الآن. خبير شهير جدا، هو العالم والخبير الأمريكي بولا كيرز، أحد الرواد المشهورين جدا في تطبيق الإدارة الرشيقة، وطبعا صاحب ومؤسس شركات فاست كاب، وبرضه له يعني قناة مهمة جدا مليئة بالتطبيقات الجميلة جدا والمفيدة على قناة اليوتيوب. رحبوا معايا بمستر بول أكيفز. Mr. Paul, we are very happy today to be with us. How are you first? On our
Assalamu alaikum. Very good.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are very happy today to meet with Mr. Paul Akers, one of very famous experts in lean management, and we are happy to learn today new lessons about lean management in the pandemic. Mr. Paul, talk with us about Mr. Paul Akers and lean management and your journey with lean management.
Well, it's very simple, actually. I started a business. I started a manufacturing company, and things were going well for me. I was very successful. I was making a lot of money, and everybody loved what I was doing.
Great.
But the truth is, I was frustrated. I was struggling with the day-to-day operations, getting people to do what they needed to do, running around with my hair on fire because things didn't go right, even though on the outside it looked very good. But the truth was, I had problems. So I learned about a consultant that could come in and maybe help me with some of my issues. I hired them. They came in and they looked around and they said, "You're clueless. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to manufacture." And when they said that to me, I was like, what? I'm very successful. I make a lot of money. Everybody thinks that what I'm doing is great. And you don't think I know what I'm doing? And so that kind of made me think, what's going on here? So I said, what do I need to do? And they said, you need to learn the lean manufacturing system or Toyota production system. And I said, what is that? And they explained it to me. And I said, well, how do I learn it? So I hired them to come in and help me. And they came in and helped me, and my company just started going like crazy because instead of running around with my hair on fire, problems started to be solved everywhere. And so that was really how I got started, with simply thinking I was good and finding out that I was not good. So here's the actual story. So let me show you real quick. I'll show you, okay? So just give me 1 second here and I'll show you. Okay.
Please show
So you can see my screen, right, Dr. Amgard?
Yes, I can see. Good.
Okay. So this is my factory. Okay.
Great.
And this is the product that we make. And then I went to Japan and I learned that I didn't know what I was doing. And this is my company. These are the people that work for me. And when you looked at my factory, everything was very, very clean, very orderly. Everything was good. I was a very accomplished woodworker, very skilled in what I did. I made guitars. I made furniture. I built my home. I built all of this. So I was very, very skilled at a high level. And then the Japanese basically came in and said, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm doing all this kind of work. And most people would say, you really are good. You really do know what you're doing. But the Japanese came in and they said, even though your factory looks like this, even though it's very organized, it's very clean, even though you're making a lot of money, you don't know what you're doing, because I was very organized. But lean is not about organized, because I was organizing my waste. I was overproducing all this products, and I was basically organizing waste, overproduction. And so these are the two Japanese kids that came in and helped me when I was very young, about 20 years ago. And they basically told me I was clueless and I didn't know what I was doing. And I needed to learn the Toyota production system. I needed to learn lean manufacturing, or Kaizen. And they came in and they transformed my company. So I thought they were going to just make small changes to my factory, but they didn't. They changed everything to U-shaped cells. So everything was very compact and very small. I started using a stand-up desk. Everything changed. And then I went to Japan and I saw what the Japanese were doing. And I go, oh my gosh, the Japanese are unbelievable. Look at them, all stand-up desks, everyone working together. Their factories were immaculate. They were beautiful. They had murals on the wall. They had great lighting. They respected their people. They were doing things like changing out a mold in 7 minutes. They were doing something that any factory in the world would take hours, 8 hours to do. And the Japanese were doing it in 7 minutes, and they were producing perfect parts. And when I saw this, I realized I had no idea what I was doing.
Yes. Only 7 minutes?
7 minutes, 4 molds.
Yes.
4 molds. They're doing it right now. I lead tours in Japan. I take executives and leaders from around the world, and I'm showing them. They're all standing there watching it, and they're making perfect parts in 7 minutes. This is a Toyota plant. So they go from making one part to making another part in 7 minutes, and the parts are perfect.
Great.
So that's what happened.
Yes, it's a very wonderful journey, and many lessons learned from this journey. So, Mr. Paul, many people talk about lean management and definition of lean and how to implement lean management and tools of implementing lean management. So we want to know a simple definition for lean management and the relationship today between lean management and what we are, which is pandemic. So let's begin by definition, simple definition to lean management.
Okay, very, very simple. The lean management is the simplest thing in the world. You could get a book this thick and read the whole thing and not understand. But it's so simple, it's unbelievable. It's the ability for you and for me to see waste. That's it. The ability to see waste. So when I walk into my factory, let me give you another example. When I answer an email and I have to go back and forth with 10 emails when it should have taken 1, that's waste.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Right, yes, right.
If I walk into my factory and someone's doing something that takes an hour and it should take 2 minutes, that's waste. It's the ability to see all the steps that didn't change anything, that didn't add any value, that didn't help, that were just, here's what it is. This is what most of us do all day long. I'll show you. Yeah. Watch this. This is what most of us do all day long. You like slides? Here you go. This is what most of us are doing all day long. Excuse me. It didn't go through. There we go.
No problem.
This is what most of us are doing all day long. We're just going round and round and round, and we're not accomplishing anything. We think we are, and we're just going round and round and round. And until you understand that most of what you do every day is waste, it's non-value, then you could never be a lean thinker. So the minute you start to see the waste, it's over with. Okay, so I'll give you an example. You want another example?
Yes.
I'll show you a good example. Here we go. Here's a good example. Okay. So I want you to look at this.
Yes.
What was that?
As our audience may understand more clear. Yes.
Oh, they'll understand perfectly here. This is an airline ticket. Okay.
Yes.
Now, is that clear to you? Because to me, it's not clear. I don't know what I need to do, where I need to go, and when I need to be there. It's not clear.
Yes. It's not
okay.
clear.
So I said to my team, let's design a lean airline ticket. So I sent it to my graphic design department, and they designed this. So look at the difference. What's better, the bottom one or the top one?
Of course, is a new one. It's
the top one, of course. So the lean, the definition of lean is the ability to see waste. When I saw this ticket and I saw waste,
very good.
And so I improved it. I just said, oh, we've got to make it better.
Yes.
That is lean.
Lean. Yes. Right.
When you look at something and you struggle and the answer is not immediate, you know you've got an opportunity to improve something. So lean is the ability to see waste.
Good. Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Very good example and very good definition and very clear also. So
yeah, very clear.
Yes.
So watch this. So I showed this airline ticket. This is an example of 2-second lean. Now I'm going to give you an example of 2-second lean. Yes. So when I showed this airline ticket in Canada, they looked at the direction of the airplane. And when you're walking onto the airplane, it's not the right direction. So the Canadians said, you can improve that. It's wasteful because now my mind is having to turn it around, right? So the Canadians said, change it. And look at, we changed the direction of the airplane.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so the Canadians saw the waste. They saw that plane was not the right direction. It was, you had to turn your mind around. So they said, they saw the waste and they made a 2-second improvement.
Right, great.
Is it clear?
Clear, no clear.
That's all lean. That is lean.
Yes.
That is lean. Now watch this. I'll go again. So then I go to Germany and I'm at Mercedes-Benz. I'm speaking at Mercedes-Benz and they look at it and they say, in Germany, we enter from the back of the plane and the front. So that diagram, if you're in the back of the plane, needs to represent the back of the plane, not the front of the plane, right? Not the front, but the back.
Yes.
Okay. So we made the ticket so that the computer can generate whether or not you're in a back seat or a front seat. And so the image is correct. That's seeing waste.
Yes.
That's a 2-second improvement. Okay. So I went to Australia and they looked at it and they said, well, I don't know where I am in the terminal. I don't know what gate I have to be in the terminal. I don't have a visual. So they said on the back of the ticket, put a map of the ticket of where you're going. So now you know you're not wandering around this airport, but you know. And then I go to, I think I'm in Indiana on this one, and they look at the barcode. See the barcode there? And they say, sometimes you don't know whether or not it's reading on the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
So they said, put the barcode on both sides exactly the same place. So watch what happens. So at my talk in Indiana, one of the guys in the audience noticed that the scanning barcode was in the top right-hand corner. He said, put that same barcode on the back side. So when you go to scan at the airport, whether it's scanning from the top or the bottom, you intuitively know exactly where to line it up when you put it down on the screen. If it's scanning from the bottom, you know exactly where you need to line it up. So clever. Another 2-second improvement. That is the ability to see waste. There was waste in just taking the paper.
Yes.
It needed to go this way, but you put it in this way. So you wasted the time of having to flip it over. The ability to see waste. This is lean. It's that simple. I go to Kazakhstan. I'm speaking in front of 2,000 people, and they raise their hand. They say, I see another improvement. I go, okay. They say, add the time zone to where you're going. So if I go from Seattle, one side of the U.S. to the other side of the U.S., it's plus 3 hours. So just add that plus there so you know it's a 3-hour time zone change. So less confusion. You're not having to figure it out.
Yeah.
So this is the way lean thinkers think. They have the ability to see waste. And because they can see that waste, everything gets better. And there are 8 wastes: overproduction, transportation, excess inventory, defects, overprocessing, wasting, waiting, motion, and wasted potential. We see these wastes in everything that's going on. Does that make sense?
Great. Very wonderful explanation and definition to lean management, the ability to see waste. So, Mr. Paul, in pandemic and this life and what we live now, how can we implement lean management? How can we use lean management to face this pandemic? Some people may say, no, we can't implement lean management now in these conditions. It's impossible. So it is true, or we can really implement lean management to face pandemic?
Well, let me say this. When the pandemic came on our company, we didn't have the problems that everybody else has, because we had something that most people don't have. We had a team of people that were highly flexible, okay? We had flexible people that love to change. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you have flexible people, then you're not going to have a problem. So when we had to change and do different things, these people were very willing to adapt and move and change. They didn't put up their hands and say, I don't want to do that. They just did what needed to be done in order to get the orders out and serve the customers. So that's number one. We had a very flexible company. Number two, we easily were able to see the nonsense from the essential. Those things we needed to do and those things that they just wanted us to do and didn't make any sense and were going to destroy us. So in the beginning, we never wore masks. Even though lots of people were wearing masks, we immediately saw that this is ridiculous. It's not changing anything. I mean, the minute you touch your face, you've got the virus on your hands and, you're touching your mask. I mean, it was stupid. So we didn't do any of that stuff that everybody else did. So we were able to work very efficiently. And then what happened was, then they made us wear masks. Then they said, we're going to shut you down if we don't wear masks. Well, again, we were flexible. So we complied with that. What the city made us do. Otherwise, we'd lose our business. So we were able to do that. But we don't get caught up in all the stickers and the social distancing, and everybody's put plexiglass everywhere. You walk into these businesses, they have signs everywhere. They have plexiglass everywhere. They have stickers on the wall, social distance. We don't have any of that. None of it. Zero. We are just doing the absolute essential to be in compliance. Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yes. So there is here another important question, Mr. Paul. The tools, if we can implement lean management now, how we begin?
Well, that's a very, very good question, and it's going to be a little shocking to you. So what I tell people is, in my book, you start in the bathroom. You start in the bathroom. So I'll tell you how we started. We looked at our company and we said, there's nothing lean about what we're doing. But where is the one place that all of us have to use every day? And that is the bathroom. And we do it like 4 times a day, 5 times a day. You go in there. So we said, we're going to start really simple. And we went into our bathroom as a team. Yeah. And we reorganized our bathroom. And we redid our bathroom to be at this super high level.
Yeah.
And by doing that, then everybody understood immediately the benefits of lean, because they went into this beautiful, clean bathroom. And they said, oh my gosh, this is the most incredible place I've ever been in my life. And I said, well, that's what we want your work to be like. We want your work to be beautiful. We want your work to be wonderful. We want you to not have to struggle with anything. And then they immediately began to understand. And then we got rid of our cleaning crews. We don't have anybody clean our bathrooms anymore. We clean our bathroom. So because we have to clean our bathroom, we respect our bathrooms and we respect the other people that go in there. So everything is always perfect and it's beautiful. And the result is people understand easily and effectively what it is we're trying to do. Does that make sense? I'm going to just see whether or not this video plays real quick. Okay. If it does, maybe it'll be a good thing. This is where FastCap is. So let me just see. I'm trying to find a video here that I can do really quick here to show you what I'm talking about, but I'm not seeing it right this second. I'll keep looking. But the bottom line is our bathrooms are beautiful and they always keep at a really high level because we've created this great standard. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
I don't see the video I wanted to play for you, but that's okay. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here it is. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Just a second. Let me see. So there you go. So once again, this is the factory, and then we go to the bathroom, and we'll go to the, here's the bathroom. Okay, so notice granite countertops, beautiful. This is a manufacturing plant. This is not normal. Flowers. I mean, we have a very clear process on how to clean the bathrooms. Everyone cleans the bathrooms. I clean the bathrooms. Everyone cleans the bathrooms. Everybody has to. There's no exception. So the president of the company cleans the bathrooms along with everyone else. All bidet toilet seats, all from Japan. Everything is perfect and immaculate, and it always stays this way all day long. We have all of our cleaning supplies perfectly organized to be able to do the job easily. Everything is Kanban, so we never run out of anything. There's always toilet paper there, extra. There's always a way to clean it. So all these details allow us to operate at a high level. So we showed people in the bathroom what we wanted, and by doing that, it all took off. Then everything in our factory looks like this.
Yeah. A very excellent video, wonderful video, which depicts exactly how the implementation of lean management is. So, Mr. Paul, we can make final, but very important, with very important question, which is the lesson learned for individuals and companies from pandemics and from these conditions today in business. What you say about this?
I would say that if you're a lean company and you understand lean and you get your total organization to embrace the idea of seeing waste and eliminating waste through small improvements, that it doesn't matter what comes at you from the outside. It doesn't matter whether or not it's a pandemic, an economic crisis. It doesn't matter what happens. You're going to survive and everybody else is going to die. That's what I'm going to say. That's the lesson learned.
This is the final.
Because we're not only surviving, our company's like a rocket ship.
Yes.
A rocket ship.
Yes, yes. Very good idiom and very good exhibition. And this is very good finalization to our interview today. And really, it was a very informative interview for me, and I learned much from all these talk and from all these examples about lean, and
excellent.
Very big and very famous expert like Mr. Paul. And inshallah, it's not the last meeting with you we will have another.
Many more.
Thank you.
And you know, my book is in Arabic. You know that, right?
Yes, I know, and I read it in Arabic and in English.
Good. Good. Well, just want you to know, have all your readers use it, and I have a wonderful app, and I have all my books in audio format too. Do you know that?
Yes, it's very informative book, and it's it's my pleasure, Mr. Paul, to meet you today and learn from you. And I wish that all our audience learned very much information and very good information about lean management, about the correct definition of lean, about how to implement lean in this time, and how we have objectives in implementing lean management. Thank you, Mr.
Excellent.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.